Welcome back to Sam Rayburn Reservoir, a 115,000-acre impoundment on the Angelina River in East Texas. Sam Rayburn is the largest lake within the state, and from takeoff at Umphrey Pavilion, it's not uncommon for anglers to run 40 miles or more north to some of the prime fishing habitat. Getting back into tournament coverage, we'll pick things up on the south end with Greg Ostertag and Brent Edwards.
A little slow. What's called, what, 4 or 5?
4 or 5 small ones. Got one in the live well right now. Basically just throwing traps, hitting grass. We find a couple, we try to slow down, put the poles down and pick it apart. And that's it. Pre-fished yesterday, but we went way north and water up there is pretty off-colored, so we decided to come back down here and try this today.
Cold hand.
Hands were freezing this morning, picking all the grass off.
Cold hands, the wind's tough, especially on the other side.
Yeah, we've been fishing the other side over there, and the wind was blowing straight down in there. But there were some fish there.
We were out here 2 weeks ago and the water was what?
61, 2.
Something like that, a lot warmer, a little bit warmer, so fishing a different tournament.
Like much of the field, Edwards and Ostertag are struggling with the conditions. The big drop in water temperature has clearly affected the shallow bite. Next up, we'll check in with the team of Bob Gross and Clay Penny.
Well, what we're doing is I'm throwing a 6 cents. It's a lipless crankbait or whatever you want to call it. We call everything rattle trap to us, you know, but we're both throwing one. We've kind of picked out a funny color, or we think it is. I'm using it's kind of a red with a chartreuse bottom, and I guess you're basically the same thing with a crawfish pattern, aren't you?
Pattern.
And what we're doing is we're throwing out here in this grass and let it sink down in that grass till we feel it. When you feel that grass, just hop it and then let it fall back in there. And it seems like when you hop it, it gets them excited, and then they hit it when it falls. So most of the fish we've caught, you couldn't even see the lure, it's down in their mouth. So we know they're taking it when it falls. So that's what we're doing. And if there's not any grass, and that's always a good indication there's grass, you see those guys, they're gonna be around the grass. That's what they like to chew on. But if there's not any grass, we ain't caught any bass. So we're gonna try to get us a little better sack and let it get, of course we're the last flight, so we've got a while to fish. I told him that we would try to find us one of them creek bends out there we've got marked and run across it and see if them fish will kind of run up on that corner of them creeks, and we'll take us like a 10XD or something and see if we can catch a fish off of that.
Oh, God.
That's our game plan. Have one?
Just roped it.
Did he?
Yep, right there.
On the point, just like textbook?
Yep. I don't know how I missed him, but I did.
Man, I've had them hit it, and we've had several fish.
Just crush it.
Yeah,
Totally miss it.
I mean, just nearly jerk the pole out of your hand and they're not there.
With time running out on the day, our cameras have just one last stop before heading back to weigh-in, and it's with the team of Neil Childers and David Disler.
Coming up on the edge of that point, Dave. It's been kind of slow for us. You know, the 2 areas that we found yesterday, wind was blowing out of the north, and today it's blowing out of the northwest. Fish right here.
Got one.
That's a good one too, boys.
Yeah. You don't need net.
No, I got it.
Sure.
Yep.
I do it anyway.
Just as I switch baits.
I
don't think he's gonna make it, boys.